10. Acceptance. Section 132. Acceptance. How made, by, and so forth. The acceptance of a bill is the signification by the drawee of his assent to the order of the drawer. The acceptance must be in writing and signed by the drawee. It must not express that the drawee will perform his promise by any other means than the payment of money. Section 133. Holder entitled to acceptance on face of bill. The holder of a bill presenting the same for acceptance may require that the acceptance be written on the bill, and, if such request is refused, may treat the bill as dishonored. Section 134. Acceptance by separate instrument. Where an acceptance is written on a paper other than the bill itself, it does not bind the acceptor except in favor of a person to whom it is shown and who, on the faith thereof, receives the bill for value. Section 135. Promise to accept, when equivalent to acceptance. An unconditional promise in writing to accept a bill before it is drawn is deemed an actual acceptance in favor of every person who, upon the faith thereof, receives the bill for value. Section 136. Time allowed drawee to accept. The drawee is allowed 24 hours after presentment in which to decide whether or not he will accept the bill. The acceptance, if given, dates as of the day of presentation. Section 137. Liability of drawee returning or destroying bill. Where a drawee to whom a bill is delivered for acceptance destroys the same, or refuses within 24 hours after such delivery, or within such other period as the holder may allow, to return the bill accepted or non-accepted to the holder, he will be deemed to have accepted the same. Section 138. Acceptance of incomplete bill. A bill may be accepted before it has been signed by the drawer, or while otherwise incomplete, or when it is overdue, or after it has been dishonored by a previous refusal to accept, or by non-payment. But when a bill payable after sight is dishonored by non-acceptance, and the drawee subsequently accepts it, the holder, in the absence of any different agreement, is entitled to have the bill accepted as of the date of the first presentment. Section 139. Kinds of acceptance. An acceptance is either general or qualified. A general acceptance assents without qualification to the order of the drawer. A qualified acceptance in express terms varies the effect of the bill as drawn. Section 140. What constitutes a general acceptance? An acceptance to pay at a particular place is a general acceptance unless it expressly states that the bill is to be paid there only and not elsewhere. Section 141. Qualified acceptance. An acceptance is qualified which is a. Conditional, that is to say, which makes payment by the acceptor dependent on the fulfillment of a condition therein stated. B. Partial, that is to say, an acceptance to pay part only of the amount for which the bill is drawn. C. Local, that is to say, an acceptance to pay only at a particular place. D. Qualified as to time. E. The acceptance of some, one or more of the drawees, but not of all. Section 142. Rights of parties as to qualified acceptance. The holder may refuse to take a qualified acceptance, and if he does not obtain an unqualified acceptance, he may treat the bill as dishonored by non-acceptance. Where a qualified acceptance is taken, the drawer and endorsers are discharged from liability on the bill unless they have expressly or impliedly authorized the holder to take a qualified acceptance or subsequent assent thereto. When the drawer or an endorser receives notice of a qualified acceptance, he must, within a reasonable time, express his dissent to the holder or he will be deemed to have assented thereto.